Never ever think that you're not good enough. Never ever think that why will they call you. Always prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And if you do that, then I can definitely say that luck and fate will all line up to push you towards your destiny. किस्मत और तकदीर तुमको तुम्हारे मंजिल तक लेके जाएगी, बस चाहिए तुम्हारी मेहनत और तिनका भर होप. हेलो दोस्तों, दिस इज सौम्यजित हियर. वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो इन माय चैनल. आज का वीडियो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो है बिकॉज इन टुडेज वीडियो आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग व्हाई I rejected the Amazon London SDE offer that I got 1.5 years back. For those of you guys who have not watched my Amazon London interview experience, I will put it in the card above. Go ahead and watch it. It is an interesting watch. So without further ado, let's get started. The year is 2019 and I'm working as a senior software engineer at Arcesium, which is a subsidiary of the eShop. I just got promoted in January of 2019 to senior software engineer. My total years of experience at that point in time was around 1.5 years of experience. Arcesium, to be frank, is one of the best employee-centric company that I have ever seen, worked at, or heard about. The work culture is simply amazing there. I will make a detailed company review video of Arcesium very soon. At that point in time, I did not even have an updated resume. तो मैंने सोचा कि एटलीस्ट रेज्यूमे तो अपडेट करके रखना चाहिए. 1.5 साल हो गए कंपनी में, काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें जान ली, प्रमोशन भी हो गया. तो आई डिसाइडेड टू अपडेट माई रेज्यूमे. बट द वन थिंग दैट आई हैव सीन दैट इफ़ यू डोंट सेट ए डेडलाइन, इफ़ यू डोंट सेट अ टारगेट, you generally tend to defer things. You generally tend not to do things and things as mundane as updating your resume. So मैंने decide किया कि after certain amount of days I will start applying to companies. I did not have that mentality to change the company per se because I was very happy at that point in time. But still I decided to apply randomly. So with that target in mind, I started updating my resume. Within a day or two, I completed the resume and then I logged in on the career portal of Amazon. Since I did not expect to give an interview or expect a change in job, I decided to randomly apply to job IDs of software development engineer at different countries altogether, just as an experiment. So I applied to Canada, I applied to USA, I applied to Singapore, I applied to London, Dublin, and many more cities. With that updated resume, मैंने कुछ एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि कोई कॉल बैक आएगा या नहीं. बस मैंने ऐसे ही अप्लाई कर दिया और एक साथ मैंने अराउंड प्रोबेबली 15 or 20 applications at least apply कर दिए होंगे उस समय. That's why I stress that whenever you are applying, if you get a referral good enough, ask that person to refer you to multiple roles. Even if you don't get a referral, then apply to multiple roles at a company, multiple locations, because you never know which recruiter or which hiring manager will see your resume and like it. If someone doesn't like your resume, that does not mean everybody in the company will not like your resume. So a very important tip to you guys: whenever you are applying or asking someone to refer, ask them to refer at multiple job IDs. And if it is not possible, then ask them to refer at one job ID and then apply for all that are present as much as possible. More number of applications will directly correlate to more chances of your resume getting selected and you getting the first OA link. And all of this happened somewhere around February, March, I guess. I do not exactly remember कि कौन से date पे हुआ है, but हाँ, somewhere around February or March I did this activity. And somewhere around at the end of March, I got a mail all of a sudden. I looked it up in my mobile and I was like stunned for a second that actually someone from the Amazon's London office responded back to the job IDs that I applied, because I did not know that that was a thing at that point in time. Now I know that, but at that point of time I didn't have that clue that actually this happens. And many of you would not have this clue as well right now who are watching this video. I got a mail with the OA link there, which is the online assessment. I did not have any preparation whatsoever because I did not want to change the job at that point of time and hence had not specifically prepared for DSA and stuff like that. So I was very rusty, but still I went ahead and gave that exam the following weekend. It was like a typical online assessment, contained 2 questions, medium and medium hard. Both of them were graph based. One was completely solved and in the second one I was probably not able to solve 3 or 4 test cases. I do not remember them though. After a week or two, I received another email that they wanted to schedule a phone screen. Obviously मैंने हाँ कर दी और probably एक week के अंदर मेरा पहला phone screen schedule हो गया. It was a basic design based question that was asked, but again it was data structure related design based question, and it went well. And after that they said that they wanted to fly me out to London to give the on-site interviews. Then after around probably 2 to 3 months, it was somewhere around May end that I went to London for around 3-4 days. They paid for everything, the visa, the transportation, the flights, the accommodation, everything. तो ऑल इन ऑल मेरे जेब से सिर्फ 8 या 9 हज़ार रुपये खर्च हुए थे वो 3-4 दिन में, और वो भी सिर्फ खाने में और थोड़े गिफ्ट विफ्ट लाने में, क्योंकि बाहर जा रहे हैं तो गिफ्ट्स लाना बनता है. तो बस 8 या 9 हज़ार में मैं 3 से 4 दिन लंदन घूम के भी आया, प्लस उनके ऑफिस भी घूम के आया, इंटरव्यूज़ भी देकर आया, और काफ़ी अच्छी बातचीत भी हुई. So it was all in all a very nice experience, I would say. It was around 4 rounds, and long story short, most of them were DSA based round except one which was a design based round, and yeah, rounds went pretty well except probably one round which was the very first round where I was a bit nervous at that point in time, और थोड़ी सी गलतियाँ हुई थी और मैं थोड़ा सा घबरा गया था उस राउंड में. I don't know why, but it did happen. But yes, apart from that, every other round went entirely perfect. And all in all, did that, enjoyed London, obviously, and came back after around 4-5 days in London. और उसके बाद था सन्नाटा. किसी ने कुछ कांटेक्ट ही नहीं किया. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया कि अच्छा गया है, बुरा गया है, क्या हुआ है. कोई कांटेक्ट ही नहीं कर रहा मेरे को. एंड इट वाज अराउंड 1 महीना हो गया. मई के एंड में गया था, जून का एंड हो गया, किसी ने कुछ आवाज़ तक नहीं निकाली है. आई वाज लाइक, कुछ तो बता दो क्या हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है, प्लीज़ टेल मी समथिंग. इट टुक सम टाइम बिकॉज देयर वर सम इश्यूज ऑन देयर एंड विच दे क्लैरिफाइड लेटर, बट एट अराउंड mid of July, probably around 1.5 month after giving the on-sites in London, I actually received a call. तो फिर मैं अपने ऑफिस के प्रिंटर वाले रूम में जाता हूँ. I go there and pick up the call, and उधर वो लोग बोलते हैं कि we are extremely happy to extend an offer to you. And before saying this thing, like I interviewed at the Prime Video team. It was a nice organization in which I interviewed, and obviously all the people that I interacted with were super awesome. उसके बाद they say कि हाँ बस एक team matching होगी. There were around 9-10 teams that were interested in me, and I had to select 3 of them. I talked with all 3 of them, and they came up with a decent offer, I must say. It was around mid of July or end of July where I got the offer details and stuff like that. After very, very heavy consideration, I rejected that offer. And one more thing before continuing, if you are actually watching this video, I want to say that 70% of you guys watch it but do not subscribe. Subscribe कर दो यार, किसका वेट कर रहे हो? इतने मेहनत से कंटेंट बना रहे, सब्सक्राइब तो कर दो अगर लाइक कर रहे हो. इफ़ यू आर लाइकिंग द वीडियो देन प्लीज़ डू सब्सक्राइब यार, बहुत ही अच्छा लगेगा, तो प्लीज़ डू दैट. चलो अभी लेट्स कंटिन्यू द स्टोरी. So basically the reasons why I rejected the offer, they were like quite a few reasons why I rejected the offer. As I said before as well, right, during the story discussion completely, I was a senior software engineer at that point in time, and I was around 1.5 to 2 years of experience at that point of time. जुलाई में मेरा 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस हो गया था, तो by the time I would be reaching there, it would have been around 2.5 years of experience, क्योंकि वो वर्क वीज़ा ये सब भी लेने में टाइम लग जाता है. So one thing that I wasn't clear of is was that which role actually the interviews were, whether it was for an SD1 or an SD2, because the role mentions software development engineer, and at that point in time I did not have much info as to what happens or what is the difference between these SD1 SD2 roles. Unlike today, where there is so much source of information, even 1.5 or 2 years back, it wasn't the case. So later on, I got to know that the entire interview loop was set up for an SD1 role, and I thought that at that point in time, I had around 2.5 years of experience by the time I will be joining there. It did not seem like a correct decision from this point of view, because I felt that it will be going back in the career by 2.5 years. Because whenever I go there, definitely they will not be promoting me within the next 6 months, right? It doesn't happen, because 3 to 6 months to lag jayenge to ramp up to the internal tools, technologies, teams, tech stack, and so on and so forth. And after that, you would have to deliver projects at the level of SDE2. And to deliver the projects at the level of an SDE2, you would have to get the projects at the level of SDE2. And there will be other SD1s in the team, right, who has been working for the last 1-2 years there. So why would someone promote an outsider within 6 months, right? That was not going to happen for sure. Like, I cannot bank on that. So for sure, मेरे को ये पता था कि उधर अगर मैं जाऊँगा तो मेरे को और 1.5 साल से 2 साल तो लग जाएंगे टू एक्चुअली गेट प्रमोटेड टू एन SD2, which means by the time I get promoted to SD2 there, I would have been around 4.5 years of experience, which is like way too much for an SD1. The second thing that I did is basically I created a detailed spreadsheet. Obviously, I will not be showing that because then I will be revealing the exact offer details that I got at Amazon London, as well as the salary that I was drawing from RCSM at that point in time. But yes, I created a detailed spreadsheet for the next 4 years, assuming a 15% stock growth of Amazon stocks, and calculated what I will be saving if I stay at RCSM for the next 4 years, and what I will be saving if I went there at Amazon London and stayed there for the next 4 years. Obviously, I calculated the net monthly expense at London, as well as the net monthly expense at Hyderabad at that point in time, and computed the income tax that was required, income tax that was deducted, the national insurance, and so on and so forth, everything, and created a very detailed spreadsheet, obviously with the help of my father, who is like amazing at these things. But yeah, I did that and calculated and found out that even if I go there, the potential saving that I will be making is not that huge. It was more, definitely it was more, but it was not so much that it warranted a complete cross continental move. मतलब मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगा कि इतना भी ज़्यादा कुछ सेव नहीं करूँगा मैं उधर जाके, कि मैं सब कुछ छोड़ के अपना मतलब सब कुछ छोड़ के, अपनी फैमिली छोड़ के, सबको पीछे रखकर अकेला उधर चला जाऊँ. मतलब इट डिड नॉट मेक एनी सेंस टू मी. एंड एक और चीज़, टू हूसोएवर इज कंसिडरिंग अ लंदन ऑफर, वहाँ पे RSUs पे मोर देन 50% टैक्स कटता है. तो अगर कोई तुमको 50 RSU दे तो तुमको सिर्फ 25 ही मिलेगा, क्योंकि 25 RSUs टैक्स में चले जाता है. तो द टैक्स इज इंसेनली हाई एट लंदन. The third thing was Brexit. It was going on, so we did not know what the ramifications would be. मतलब ब्रेक्सिट के बाद वहाँ पे क्या रूल्स चेंज होंगे, क्या नहीं होंगे, इतना ज़्यादा पॉलिटिकल अनस्टेबिलिटी था उस कंट्री में. सो इट वॉज ए ह्यूज क्वेश्चन मार्क to anyone who was entering there with work visa. So it was a huge risk as well. And the fourth thing that I actually considered was that in probably 6 more months or 1 year more, if I do switch a job here, I would be earning more and I would be saving way more than what I was saving at that point in time. And with respect to the saving that I would have done if I had gone to London, it would have been more. So I decided at that point in time to actually reject the offer that was made, and thought of applying to Amazon again as an SD2 1 year after. And here I am as an SD2 at Amazon. So these were the reasons why I rejected the Amazon SD1 offer. In the end, I would like to say that never ever think that you're not good enough. Never ever think that why will they call you. Always prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And if you do that, then I can definitely say that luck and fate will all line up to push you towards your destiny. किस्मत और तकदीर तुमको तुम्हारे मंजिल तक लेके जाएगी, बस चाहिए तुम्हारी मेहनत और तिनका भर hope. I really hope that you like my content till now. If you did, then like the video, share it among your friends and peers, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It will mean a lot to me. As I have already said, only 30% of you guys are subscribed, 70% of you guys are not subscribing the channel. Please do that. It's just a button press and it will motivate me a lot. Yes, do comment down below what did you think about the decision that I made? What you would have done if you would have been at my place at that point in time. I will be making more such content for you guys. As you can see, it was kind of an honest talk where I am expressing everything that I have, and I really hope that you like this video series. I will be, talking about many such experiences that I have had in my life, and I really hope that you guys can learn from it. And yes, this is Soumyajit bidding goodbye. Das Vidanya.